Ladies and gentlemen, may I have your attention, please?
Covering both sides of the big issues with the analysis you trust on News Radio 1040 WHO.
We've been talking about a mental health crisis across this country, and now we want to focus on, is it impacting our college students these days? New polling showing that college students are increasingly citing mental health issues as to why they're considering dropping out of college. Education expert and CEO of Learner Mobile, Mike Thompson, is on the Davison Family Dentistry Newsmaker line to talk it over with me this morning. Mike, great to hear from you again. Welcome back to WHO Radio.
Hey, Jeff. Good to talk to you again.
So, Mike, how big of a problem are we seeing just stress and mental health issues affecting our college students and their willingness to drop out?
Yeah, it seems like it's happening everywhere, not just in the colleges, but we certainly have a mental health issue that is permeating throughout the country. And I think that there's a million reasons for it seems, but particularly in colleges, I think that people are dropping out. One of the reasons is just because college is different these days, and there seems to be so much beyond just pure academics wrapped up in the whole thing. And I just think it's a reflection of society right now. But as students are dropping out of colleges, they're going to other options in order to advance and find the skill sets for their careers.
And Mike, I've been talking about this for some time now because I feel like when I was growing up, college was an aspiration. Everybody aspired to go to college. But as you were just saying, there's all these things going on in the campuses. Of course, we're all seeing the protests and the destruction and the stress. Also, on a daily basis, I seem to be talking about accumulating student debt and the fact that you're going to get a job and it's not going to be enough to pay your debt back. So are colleges in general, is the system in general in trouble, in your view?
I think that there are such significant pressures all around, and certainly college is one of those areas. And you mentioned it. I mean, just the stress level with the high debt, and then the question: am I going to get a great job when I graduate? It wasn't that long ago where that was the value proposition for college. We were going to get a great job. And today that promise just isn't always a reality. And so, it's tough for students right now who are in those 4-year degree programs, 2-year degree programs. We'll see. Colleges are going to have to adjust. I believe how colleges are running today has got to change, because their value proposition is surely a little bit messy and confusing.
You're listening to Mike Thompson on WHO Radio. And, Mike, you anticipated my next question, which is that can colleges actually change? I do think they have to change their perception in the minds of parents across America who are thinking about sending their kids to college. But, boy, they seem to be such fossilized institutions. And, here in Iowa, every year the discussion is, hey, how much taxpayer funding can we get? Otherwise, we'll have to raise tuition. Can they fundamentally change how they're perceived and how they go about their business in this country?
Yeah, that's a great question. I think the good ones are, so we know that they can. And what we're seeing is some of the more innovative colleges are really embracing a few things. One, they're going beyond the brick and mortar, and they're starting to embrace that digital approach for the degree programs as part of a blend with the brick and mortar. The other thing that they're doing is they're partnering, which is really good news for me, is that they're partnering with community colleges, and they're partnering with corporations, and they're partnering with trade schools, and they're going to have to, because they've got to find a way to get students educated, equipped, and prepared quicker, cheaper. And when you're running up against corporate universities and trade schools who are doing it quicker and cheaper, colleges are going to have to follow that. I mean, the last thing they're going to have to do is just focus on continuous learning. They can't look at their student as just a 4-year journey anymore. They've got to look at it as a lifelong journey, and there's a big opportunity there.
CEO of Learner Mobile, which is a company that delivers a seamless experience for training employees. That is Mike Thompson. Mike, thanks for your expertise on this issue.